Welcome into Lernerville Speedway for week number 8 for the Steel City. Man, are we excited to be back for Millertime Motorsports 305. I tell you what, Jason Randolph has been nothing more than spectacular this season. He's went 7 for 7 inside the top 5 with one win. Man, we can't say enough about what Jason Randolph is doing. I mean, that is spectacular for a guy to be on this big of a hot streak with 5 races remaining. Jason Randolph going to be one to watch. Randy Shreves, another one's been very consistent. He's had two races inside the top 5 in his last 3 starts. So Randy Shreves is sitting second in points and looking really, really strong as well. Brandon Surratt, another driver, he is sitting third in the points right now. He still don't have a win, but he's got a second last week coming off a really, really strong finish. I imagine he's looking for a win here, and several of the Miller boys think it could potentially happen tonight here at Lernerville. Last week, Larry Bell put the car up front for a third of the race, his first time ever leading in Millertime Motorsports. And Larry Bell will be another one to watch here at Lernerville. He likes this track and likes to run the top side, so he finished 4th last week, his very best finish, looking to build off of that here tonight. Last week, Kyle Vaughn was your winner, and man, did he put on a show as he took after the lead from Larry Bell about 10 laps into the race and did not look back from there and took his first career victory in Millertime Motorsports. We've had 6 different winners out of this short 7, 8. This is the 8th race now. We've had 6 different winners, so we could see another new winner tonight. We've had 3 of those 6 that has had their very, very first win with Millertime Motorsports. Several drivers has entered into the pit. Looks like we're looking at 33 drivers as we speak right now. Several new drivers here tonight, but we do have other drivers that you're well known of, and that is Byron Gay is out there on the track right now. You see him in the 11 machine in the Memorial looking paint scheme there. You got Greg Barnett, he is here as well in the 5 machine. Newcomers, Brandon Grump is one. Bryson is here tonight in the 76 machine. He's running very well as well. So all these drivers has entered into the pit tonight looking for their chance to put their car in victory lane for the first time this season. As we look at the point standings currently with the 305 summer season, like we said before, Jason Randolph has that lead with 681 points. He's 7 for 7 inside the top 5. Right behind him, Randy Shreves with 648, 5 top 10s and 4 top 5s. Brandon Surratt, a 73 machine, is sitting 3rd right now in striking distance from that 2nd position. He's looking to capitalize tonight. He's at 646 points, just 2 points back from 2nd. Top 10, he has 6, and top 5, he has 4. Running out the rest of your field here in your top 10 here, PJ Popham is sitting in that 4th position. He was your early race leader in week 1. He has slowly slipped out of that command and now sitting in that 4th position. Ben Wart down 2 spots after missing last week. Jeff Flero, no gains. He stays where he's at. Troy Flero, again, stays where he's at. He's in 7th. 8th is Warren Samoy. 9th is Zachary Neely. And 10th is Byron Gay. That is your top 10 in points. Thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight. We really appreciate you guys all tuning in and watching the show. This is week number 8 here at Lernerville. And man, it's exciting racing that we've been having. Last week at Weed Sport, we thought, man, it's the first time that Millertime's ever been to this track. It could be a little bit of a wreck fest, but it wasn't. It was very close racing, a hard race, and it was a lot of fun to watch. So if you've seen that one, or you have not seen that one, go back and watch it. It's saved there for you guys to go back and watch any of these shows. Tonight's going to be a very tricky track at Lernerville, that top side. There is no wall all the way from turns 1 all the way until you get back to around turns 4. There's no wall, so it's easy to go over the edge there if you're pushing too hard. We look at some of the track trends for this track. We've been here twice, and here's your track trend analysis. You have an average caution of about 2 here, so the caution flag don't fly a whole lot here. Guys don't get into each other. Maybe you might go off the banking, but you're able to regather it back up and get back onto the track. Your best lap in a race over 2 laps, the average is a 14.597. Your average lead change here is around 2. And then your track record, which we want to watch here in qualifying, is set by Max Stanbog with a 14.381. He has your track record here in Millertime Motorsports. We will see tonight if that 14.381 will be broke tonight. We'll find out momentarily. We'll get right back to the program after a short break. Welcome back to the Steel City Nationals at Lernerville Speedway, week number 8. And man, are we excited to be back into racing action here for this one. It's going to be an exciting one. We've got 33 cars currently signed up into the pits right now. And more could join us as we still have roughly 20-some minutes or so left until we get into qualifying. I'm sorry, about 13 minutes or so until we get into qualifying. We'll get you guys all the data that comes out of the qualifying. That's going to be an exciting one here. Boy, who is going to be victorious tonight? Who's going to park that 305 in victory lane? We shall find out in just a short time from now. Guys, keep watching and tuning in. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you like and follow the page for all of your racing action. And be courteous and make your donations today to paypal.com/paypalme/dirtitv to help the broadcast along. If it's what we are funded on, and we can't do it without you guys out there. Even if you have just a buck, send us that $1, send us that $2, whatever you can do to help broadcast this race. We greatly appreciate it. Also, go over and donate today to Millertime Motorsports on paypal.com/paypalme/Millertime Motorsports. You can donate there. Donate what you are able to do. We would greatly appreciate any kind of donations out there. Again, we talk about week number 8. We've went through 7 races, and out of the 7 races, we've had 6 different winners. So could we potentially see a different winner tonight? I think it is very well possible that it could happen. Tonight on our ticker, you will see the running order in your heat races. In your heat races, there will be a transfer of 4 out of each heat race. And as you see, the light shaded gray box there, that'll easily identify you guys what those top 4 guys are that's going to be in that transfer spot, so that makes it really easy. If our future broadcast we have 5, then there will be 5 there, and if there's 6, then we'll have the 6th broadcast. But it looks like tonight we are taking 4 cars out of the heat race. Will go into the automatic feature, and then the remaining will go into the B main, and then we'll call that out how many transfer out of there. We shall see soon enough. We are now down to 10 minutes until we do go green flag racing here at Lernerville. Before we do, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the most wins here in Millertime Motorsports history in the 305s. We want to just focus on those that's in the green section there. Those that are in the green are the 305 drivers that are signed up for this season. And Ben Ward currently is your leader with 4 wins, 4 active wins currently. Second is Nathan Brown with 3. You pop on down there to PJ Popham with 2 wins. And Jason Randolph, your points leader, with 2 wins. Then Randy Shreves finally picked up his first win 3 weeks ago at Lima Land. Garrett Pepiat, he's got his 1 win. And then Kyle Vaughn last week got his 1 win. So there is your winners there for Millertime Motorsports. Will we add another name to this history book of wins? We shall see as the night goes on tonight. We're looking to have about 3 heat races tonight. So if we do have 3 heat races, then those that do not make it into the A main and make it into the B main, we will transfer the top 15 out of that B main. We'll automatically fill out the remaining spots in the A main tonight. We'll take a trip around the track now at this time and show you just some of the drivers that are out on the speedway right now. Bryce's out there currently. Lane Johnson, a new driver here. He's out here right now, turning some laps. He's sitting 11th quick right now in your hot lap session. Greg Barnett is out here in the 5 Zepco machine. He's sitting 9th in hot laps right now. His time turning in with a 14.613. And currently on top of the leaderboard in hot laps is that man right there, Troy Flero. Troy Flero is sitting on top right now of the leaderboard. See Troy Flero in the 3 machine tonight. He is currently sitting your fastest time right now in hot laps. It's normally one of the Flero guys up there in these hot lap sessions. Steven Vogelson is currently sitting second in hot laps right now. Dayton Grubb there in the 8 machine. Byron Gay here tonight. Jason Randolph is here as well. A lot of guys are probably hoping for Jason Randolph to have a bad night, and he is looking to continue his dominance here. So we'll see if he indeed does that or not. Now 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from qualifying now. We're getting closer and closer to getting qualifying started. And before we do, we want to step away another time for our sponsors. Get up a quick commercial for you all. We'll be back in just a few moments.
I wanted to see the best drivers that I possibly could on the same racetrack on the same night.
Welcome back again to Lernerville for the Steel City, week number 5 of Millertime Motorsports. We're counting down the time to go green flag racing as we are just moments away from qualifying. T-minus 5 minutes and counting. All the drivers trying to get their last adjustments on their car to get them ready for this 30-lap feature here at Lernerville. We're just 30 miles north of Pittsburgh, the big city of Pittsburgh. Fans came out for this one. As we await the start of this one. We're now down to a minute and a half until we drop the green flag for your qualifying here at Lernerville Speedway. It's a beautiful night. We got the lights on. We got several drivers in the pits, 33 to be exact. Who is going to set quick time tonight? Should be interesting. quick time, the track record here at a 14.381. And right now in hot laps, Troy Flero has beaten that, but under pressure in qualifying, can he do it then? Shall see. If you're able to, we would greatly appreciate any kind of donations that you're able to bring towards us at www.paypal.com/PayPalMe/DirkITV. Even if it's just $1, we greatly appreciate it. That's how we keep our stream going throughout our sponsors and your donations. We greatly appreciate it. If you've got the money also, go ahead and drop a few dollars over to Millertime Motorsports at PayPal.com/PayPalMe/Millertime Motorsports. Support the league. 20 seconds and counting. We are getting ready for qualifying here. Drivers meeting has concluded. One rule tonight is that if you are in the pits at any point in time tonight, you can only re-enter the track unless it is under yellow. It's time for qualifying. Currently on the track, you can see him popping up there right now. Tyler Audrey, Bryson, Ryan Ensinger, several drivers out there on the track right now. Currently, Warren Samoy's out there right now. We'll look on board with Warren Samoy. He's about to put on a time right now. You'll see these times start to pop up on qualifying here. First out there, Warren Samoy. He'll try to turn his first lap. He goes to the top side of the racetrack right now. Bryson has the quick time with Ryan Ensinger in second. Tyler Audrey in that third position. And Warren Samoy goes off the track upside down in qualifying. This is devastating for Warren Samoy. So Chris Miller is out on the track right now, turning a lap. PJ Popham also out on the track right now, third quick on the board. And Jason Randolph is your quick time right now. He just turned a quick time of a 14.573. That was Jason Randolph in the 47 machine. He's going to try to improve that time. Being able to, a 14.573 is his best time. Chris Sine out there, he turned a 14.610. Brandon Sturgis turned another time with a 14.604. Currently, Jason Randolph is your quickest out there on the speedway right now. Jason Randolph did turn a quicker time on his second lap with a 14.396. Got closer to that record, just did not hit it. Just a few tenths off. Randy Shreves turned a lap of a 14.442, coming around for his second lap. A little quicker with a 14.442. So Randy Shreves sitting second, quick right now. Larry Bell, Troy Flero. Troy Flero is up to speed. He's taking his time. As he goes to the bottom side of the racetrack, works his way up down the backstretch, looking like a solid lap here. Goes back to the bottom in 3 and 4. Coming out of 3 and 4, this time will be... It will be second quick with a 14.417. Second quick coming out of turns number 3 and 4 for his final lap. Not quicker there. Second lap at a 14.578. Larry Bell out onto the speedway now. Turning his very first lap here of this evening. Larry Bell is fourth quick on his first lap with a 14.536. Let's see if this second lap is any quicker for Larry Bell. Second lap was slower with a 14.693. 14.693 was the second lap. He'll take his first lap with a 14.536, fourth quick currently. Ben Ward out on the speedway now in the 14 machine. Can anybody beat Jason Randolph currently on top of the leaderboard right now? Ben Ward coming out of turns number 3 and 4 to set his first lap down. Back to the top of the racetrack for Ben Ward, working the top side of this racetrack all the way around. All the way into 3 and 4 to the top side of the racetrack. Coming out of turns number 4, he'll set his first lap. First lap is 6 quick with a 14.566. 14.566 for the 14 machine of Ben Ward. Coming out of 3 and 4 with this lap beat any quicker. And it is a 14.401. Sorry, a 14.396. A 14.396 tied the lap time of Jason Randolph, where he went out second behind Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph will get that pole position right now. With second will be Ben Ward. Troy Flair will be third. These are bonus points here on the line for this qualifying, and Jason Randolph being out in the lead. He's already picking up 5 bonus points here in qualifying. As we have 2 drivers that have not qualified currently, Aiden Spence and Bill Henry. We'll notify if they get out there, but we have 5 seconds left on the clock, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to take a time. Warren Samoy qualified 30th after we see him get out of turns number 3 upside down in qualifying. So we'll get set for heat race number 1 for you. Again, the top 4 will transfer out of this one. And on the pole in this one, from Indiana, in the 04 machine, that's Blaine Johnson. Starting second. In the LGR Motorsports 47 machine, that's Steven Vogelson. Starting third from Indiana in the 94 machine, that's Kevin Battering. Starting fourth from Pennsylvania, the 76 machine of Bryson Hugh. Starting fifth from LGR Motorsports in the 56 machine, that's Randy Shreves. Starting in sixth, and currently your points leader, the Firm Motorsports, the number 14 machine of Jason Randolph. Starting seventh from Bluffton, Ohio in the 69 machine, that's Chris Miller. Starting eighth in the 27 machine from Texas, that's Tyler Aldry. Starting ninth from the Ungary Motorsports 00, that's Doug Ungary. Starting 10th from Ohio in the 34 machine of Bryce Ryan Wax. Starting 11th from Pennsylvania is Gordon Insinger. 11 cars, your top 4 will transfer automatically into the A main. The 10 laps will be the distance here in heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 is gridding up, and they are ready to go here. Coming out of turns number 4, we're about to go green flag racing. Green flag is out on the speedway. Steven Vogelson gets a good jump on the outside here. They go side by side out of turns number 2, entering into turns number 3. Your leader, Steven Vogelson, takes over the race lead in the 47 machine. Right there in that third position, getting a strong run. Bryson Blaine in that second position. Randy Shreves is currently in that 56 machine. Beautiful looking paint scheme tonight. Sitting in that 4th position. Jason Randolph kind of back here in the pack, not being able to get anything working, and a little contact between him and Warren Samoy, and Jason Randolph around. Your points leader is around in heat race number 1. Big treble for Jason Randolph, your points leader. Back up front, Steven Vogelson has your race lead, 7 laps to go in this one. Jason Randolph currently going to be dead last right now. He's working his way on up in through here. He's in 10th right now. Ogerson still strong out front right now. Johnson is trying to catch him. Not being able to do it right now. You see there your battle for first. Lane Johnson not being able to close the gap right now on Steve Vogelson. 5 laps to go in this heat race. Four laps now left for Vogelson. Vogelson looking really strong up front right now. Randy Shreves has that final transfer spot right now, trying to look underneath the Bryson for that 3rd position. But that 56 machine right now is in the show in that 4th position. We come down to the line here. Vogelson gets the 2 fingers in the air. 2 laps to go for the 47 machine of Vogelson, the ABR machine. Now it turns to going down the backstretch, entering 3 and 4 currently. Coming across the line, he will get the white flag. The white flag is out for Vogelson. Vogelson, your leader, has led the entirety of this race. Blaine Johnson sitting in 2nd. 3rd is Bryson. Randy is in 4th. Coming out of turns number 3 and 4 for your race lead. Vogelson will get the win. Johnson will be 2nd. 3rd will be Hughes, and 4th will be Randy Shreves. That will be your transfer spot. Jason Randolph will come home 9th here. He will go into the B main tonight. Steve Vogelson is your race winner here in heat race number 1. Stephen Vogelson looked really, really strong out front, led most of that race. Stephen, what was it like out there for you in heat race number 1?
Oh, it felt really good to be able to start on the outside pole and keep going.
You look strong there. What's it going to take here in this feature race to get it done tonight?
Just to feel the track, see how slick it gets and be able to see if I can run the top without going over the edge. Got a lot of good people in this league and a lot of strong drivers, so I'm excited to be able to start up front.
Good luck to you tonight. We'll see you later. All right, we are getting ready for your next heat race, and this will be heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 is going to grid up onto the speedway. And here is your grid for your heat race number 2. Starting in that pole position, in the 32 machine, we're used to him being up front, PJ Popham. Starting in the 2nd position, from Indiana in the 66 machine of Braden Grump. Starting in the 3rd position from the Plains, number 26 of Ted Muffle. Starting in the 4th position on the outside of Ted, from Florida in the 91 machine of Chris Sine. Starting in 5th from Texas, that's in the 53 machine, that's Larry Bell. Starting in 6th from Pennsylvania in the number 14 machine of Benjamin Ward. Starting 7th will be Pat Boyce. Starting 8th, Thomas Hagelin. 9th will be Steve Miller. 10th will be Austin Merlett. And 11th will be Bill Henry. We are about to go green flag racing out of turns number 3 and 4 here. As this is your heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 is flashing up on the screen. We are about to go green flag racing out of turns number 4. 1 to go this time by. Remember, top 4. Top 4 will be your transfer spots. Here we go, guys. Heat race number 2. They stack them up. Double file restart here. PJ Popham's got the command here as we are entering turns 3 and 4. We're about to go green flag racing here. Green flag is out, and PJ Popham's on the throttle. The 66 machine gets a really good start, too. PJ Popham goes to the top side. Ted Muffle looking on the inside of him. Little contact on back there with Larry Bell. Ted Muffle on the inside, looking for that second position, not being able to get there. Chris Stein on the outside, takes over that third position. PJ Popham has got your race lead, but being pressured by Grubb in the Hoosier Tire 66 machine. Now Chris Stein on the outside of him in that 91 machine. He's on the move now. Just one position out is Ben Ward. Ben Ward trying to pressure Ted Muffle to take over that last and final transfer spot. Larry Bell's on back in there as well. Still back up front. PJ Popham's winning this race right now. 7 laps down. We're coming to the stripe. It'll be 6 laps to go. PJ Popham still your race leader. Battle is on for that final transfer spot. Ben Ward just passed you on the top side. Ted Muffle trying to look underneath, not being able to get there right now. Everything's on the top side of the racetrack right now. Ben Ward working the top, looking underneath the 66 machine of Grubb. Grubb trying to hold off a hard charging Ben Ward. Ben Ward's in the final transfer spot right now, but looking for more. Back up front, PJ Popham running away with it right now. He's looking for a heat race win to start up front in this heat race, and then into the feature. Chris Stein, now a lot of pressure from Ben Ward. Ben Ward tried to put a move on, now opens up the door for Grubb. Grubb is now taking over that position over Ben Ward. Ben Ward now to the bottom of the racetrack, looking underneath Grubb, not being able to do it. We've got 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2. PJ Popham, your race leader. Chris Stein just back in behind him. Race is going to really heat up here. 2 to go. Now Ben Ward drops to the bottom side of the speedway. Slide job coming, sliding up the track. Crossover move now for Grubb. Grubb's looking on the inside of Ben Ward. Looking to the inside, trying to take it away. Ben Ward power moves on the top side of the racetrack. Now takes over that position. Now Ward is in the third position. White flag is now out on the speedway for PJ Popham. PJ Popham comes out of 3 and 4. He is going to be your race winner, with Chris Stein coming home second. Ben Ward in third, and Grubb fifth, the final transfer spot. PJ Popham got around the guys on the outside of the racetrack, and PJ, you looked really strong out there. What do you think you have for him here in the feature race tonight? Do you have a copy, PJ Popham? And unfortunately, we don't look like we've got a copy for PJ Popham. We apologize for that. We will get you over into heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 is gridding up onto the speedway. This is heat race number 3 tonight. The pace track pulls on off of the track as we get you set for your grid lineup. Starting on the pole from Indiana, number 8, Dayton Grubb. Starting on the outside of him from Carolina in the number 5, Jipco machine of Greg Barnett. Starting in the 3rd position from Canada, that's going to be Jeff Falero. Starting in 4th from Ohio in the number 11 machine of Byron Gay. Starting 5th from B&S Racing 53 machine of Brandon Surratt. Starting 6th in the number 3 machine from Canada, Troy Falero. Starting 7th from Pennsylvania in the number 13 machine, that's Ryan Insinger. Starting 8th from Illinois in the 28 machine, that's Kirk Swartz. And starting in 9th from Illinois from the 24 machine of Rick Heatherly. Starting 10th from Northwest, number 77 of Warren Samoy. Starting 11th from Virginia, Aiden Spence at the 25 machine. We're going green flag racing, folks, here in heat race number 3. We've got the signal. We are going 1 to go here. iRacing pace truck lights are out. And remember, top four will transfer into the A main automatically tonight. Grubb will be your race leader here. Outside of him, the Zepco 5 machine of Barnett. Here we are. Pace truck runs off of the speedway. We are green flag racing out of turns number 4. Barnett gets a really good restart there. Side by side coming out into turns number 3 and 4. Barnett goes to the top side of the racetrack on the outside of Jeff. Now going to look to the inside. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the lead. Flero on the bottom. Barnett slides on up, takes over the 2nd position. Byron Gay now pushing the thread. Byron Gay now trying to get himself into this mix as Troy Flero looking to the inside of his dad, Jeff Flero. Barnett working the top side of the racetrack still. Troy Flero now is taking over into that 3rd position now. The Flero boys 2 and 3. Greg Barnett trying to hold on to that last and final transfer spot. Brandon Search trying to make his move up through here. Greg Barnett gets a little loose there. Looks to the inside. Big move, crossover move there for Greg Barnett underneath the Brandon Search. Brandon Search goes to the top side of the racetrack and will hold off the lead. Big slider there from Ryan Insinger. Puts the move on. Back up front. Dayton Grubb is your race leader. Jeff Flero and Troy Flero racing it out here for that 2nd position. Big battles here going on for that position. Then that final transfer spot currently belongs to Brandon Surratt, but Ryan Insinger is on the move right now. Troy Flero now being able to get around his dad. They go 2 and 3, the Flero boys. Brandon Surratt now is closed into the back bumper of the Flero, Jeff Flero that is. That 73 machine. Dipping to the bottom side of the racetrack. Brandon Surratt trying to take over that 3rd position. Not being able to do it. Tried there. Wasn't able to get there. Goes back to the top side of the racetrack. Flero to the bottom side. Ryan Insinger pressuring. Here comes a big run again from Surratt. Surratt in the 73 machine. Right in front of him in the 30 machine is Jeff Flero. We've got the 2 laps to go. Grubb is out front on his own right now. But look who's catching him. Troy Flero looking to the inside. Not being able to put a move on yet. Back here in that 3rd and 4th position. We've got the white flag. White flag is out on the speedway now. Grubb has your race lead going into turns 1. Troy Flero right behind him trying to close the gap. Jeff Flero in that 3rd position. Brandon Surratt. Now will he put a final move in here in 3 and 4? Not being able to do it. Coming out of 3rds, 3 and 4. Grubb will be your race winner. Flero 2nd. 3rd will be Flero. And Surratt will get the final transfer spot. Final transfer spot will belong to him. Dayton Grubb, his very first appearance with Millertime Motorsports. He comes into heat race number 3 and puts a win together. Grubb, what was it like out there for you?
The car felt great. I don't know, I just put it on top and had the bottom in 3 and 4 working pretty good. And at the end, honestly, I was just going to let him by so I didn't have to do an interview first race on.
Well, congratulations to you. Good luck to you in your feature race.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we're getting set for the B main action. There's some good names in this B main, so this one's going to be one to watch. And starting on the pole from Indiana, the 94 machine of Kevin Battering. Starting in 2nd from the Plains, number 26 of Ted Muffle. Starting 3rd from Bluffton, Ohio, in the 11 machine of Byron Gay. Starting 4th from Texas, the 27 machine of Tyler Audrey. Starting 5th in the number 53 machine from Texas, that's Larry Bell. Starting 6th from the Northwest, number 77, that's Warren Samoy. Starting 7th from Ungary Motorsports, the 00 of Doug Ungary. Starting 8th from Pennsylvania in the 35 machine, that's Thomas Hagelin. Starting 9th from Illinois in the 28 machine, that's Kirk Schwartz. Starting 10th then from Bluffington, Ohio, number 69 machine, that is Chris Miller. Starting 11th, and from Ohio in the 41 machine, that's Pat Weiss. Starting 12th from Illinois, the 24 machine, that's Rick Heatherly. Starting in the 13th position, the Firm Motorsports number 14, and actually it's 74 machine of Jason Randolph. Starting 14th from Ohio in the 02 machine, that's Steve Miller. Starting 15th in the 13 machine, that's Ryan Insinger from PA. Starting 16th from Ohio in the 34 machine, that's Brian Wax. Starting 17th from California, Austin Marlett. Starting 18th from Carolina, that's Greg Barnett. Starting 19th from Pennsylvania, Gordon Insinger. Starting 20th will be Bill Henry. Starting 21st will be Aiden Spence from Virginia. 21 cars here in your B main. So we get set here in this one. This one you're going to have the top 15. Top 15 will transfer into the A main. We get ready to go green flag racing. The iRacing pace truck lights are going to be going out this time by. Green flag this time by. Top 15. Remember, top 15 will transfer into the back of the A main. It will list out from 1 through 15 to get your final remaining spots in your A main. Kevin Battering is your race leader currently, starting on pole here in this B main. They stack them up, rack them up. We're going double file restart here at the chalk line in 3 and 4. Green flag is out on the speedway. Kevin Battering on the throttle. Side by side action on back in here. Warren Samoan making big moves on the top side of the racetrack currently. On back in here, you got Jason Randolph. Just misses a wreck there. Jason Randolph now on the inside of the number 28 machine. He's got to be cautious right now. He's sitting in the 8th position, looking for more here. He wants a good starting position in the A main. Didn't think that he'd be in the B main. Back up front, Kevin Battering is your race leader. Ted Muffle pressuring on the outside of him. Big run there for Byron Gay. Now looking to the inside of him, trying to make it work. Inside job, slide job coming here for Byron Gay. The outside, Ted Muffle's being able to do it. Larry Bell just in behind Ted Muffle. Now looking to the inside. Ted Muffle now getting a run down the backstretch on Byron Gay. To the inside here will be Ted Muffle. Top side, Byron Gay working the outside of the racetrack. He'll take over that 2nd position. Back here in the 8th position, Jason Randolph trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack to move on up. He's in that 7th position. Back up front, Byron Gay trying to pressure your race leader. Race leader right now, Kevin Battering, is leading this one. Top 15. Top 15 is transferring into the A main. We've got 9 laps left into this one. Byron Gay getting a big run down the backstretch, working the top side of the racetrack. Going to steamroll by Kevin Battering on the top side of the racetrack. Now takes over your race lead. Jason Randolph now's up into the 6th position, taking it on the outside of Doug Ongary. Right in front of him, you got 2 cars battling hard. Larry Bell and Aldry. Tyler Aldry in the new paint scheme 27 machine. Bell on the top side of the racetrack. Jason Randolph on the top side. Back up front, Byron Gay, still your race leader. It's getting dusty out there, you can see. Going back here, 3 wide battle out. Jason Randolph really gets it down low onto the bottom side of the racetrack. Now on the bottom side of Larry Bell he goes. Here comes a slider for Jason Randolph. Slides it up in front of Larry Bell. Now he's taking over that 4th position. Larry Bell now to the inside of Jason Randolph. Not being able to get it. Ted Muffle on the outside of Kevin Battering to take over that 2nd position. We have 5 laps to go here in your race. Your B main race. It's been a really clean race so far. Ted Muffle trying to catch down your race leader. Jason Randolph is taking over into that 4th position. Coming across the stripe, we'll have 3 fingers in the air. 3 laps to go here in your B main to see who your top 15 will be. That final transfer spot currently belongs to Greg Barnett right now. He's in that 15th position. He can hold on to it, he will be in there. We've got the 2 laps to go now. Byron Gay is your race leader. He's up front leading this one. Number 11 Machine Memorial car that he's racing. Mason Randolph has now caught Kevin Battering. Kevin Battering moved to the top side of the racetrack where everybody else was. White flag is out. One more lap around the speedway. Byron Gay working the top side. He is going to come out of turns number 3 and 4. Jason Randolph put a move on, and he's going to take over that 3rd position. Jason Randolph will finish 3rd here. Byron Gay will be your race winner. Ted Muffle in the 2nd position, your top 3. Kevin Battering comes home 4th. 5th was Larry Bell. Your final transfer spot went to Steve Miller. Steve Miller getting a final transfer spot in this one. Greg Barnett didn't make it into the show, so here we go, folks. As your A main is getting ready to grid up onto the speedway now. As warm-ups are getting underway, and the officials, I do believe, had asked all drivers not to be on the speedway at this time. So at this time, we await the A main. The A main is going to be an exciting one. It's going to be a 30-lap race. Jason Randolph will have to come kind of deep in this one if he's going to keep that top 5 streak alive. He's going to have to really work hard at it, as he's going to be deep back here in the pack, hoping that he can work through it and not get into any traffic. As warm-ups is about to conclude here, and we'll be getting ready for your feature race here. Guys, we can't thank you enough for tuning in to the program. And if you are able to donate, please donate today. Even $1 donation, really appreciate it. You like the broadcast, say thank you. Donate today, www.paypal.com/PayPalMe/DirtITV. You can also do the same for Millertime Motorsports at PayPal.com/PayPalMe/Millertime Motorsports. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. We really appreciate each and every one of you tonight for the Lernerville week number 7 of Steel City Nationals. Officials have now talked with drivers, and the drivers are ready to get into their cars, as all drivers has been summoned to the end of pit road, as we will start to see those guys line up there. As drivers are now gridding up onto the speedway, we will call out the grid order. As you see, the iRacing pace truck is out there. And starting on the pole here in this one. Starting on the pole from the LGR Motorsports in the 57 machine, that's Steven Vogelson. Starting on the outside of road number 1, the Northwest, number 32, that's PJ Popham. In that third position from Indiana, in the number 5 machine, that's Dayton Grubb. Starting fourth from Indiana in the 04 machine, that's Blaine Johnson. Starting fifth from Florida in the 91 machine, that's Chris Sine. Starting sixth from Canada in the number 3 machine, that's Troy Flero. Starting 7th from Pennsylvania, it's Bryson Hughes in the 76 machine. Starting 8th from Pennsylvania in the 14 machine, that's Ben Ward. Starting 9th from Canada, number 30 machine of Jeff Flero. Starting 10th and second in points in the LGR Motorsports, number 56 machine of Randy Shreves. Starting 11th from Indiana, the 66 machine, Brandon Grubb. Starting 12th from B&S Racing, number 73 machine of Brandon Surratt, your third in points. Starting third from Ohio, from the number 11, that's Byron Gay. Starting 14th from the Plains, number 26, Ted Muffle. Starting 15th, their points leader, the Firm Motorsports, the 74 machine, that is Jason Randolph. Starting in the 16th position from Indiana in the 94 machine, that's Kevin Battering. Starting 17th from Texas in the 53 machine, that's Larry Bell. Starting 18th from Ungary Motorsports, the 00 of Doug Ungary. Starting 19th from Texas, the 27 machine, that is Tyler Aldry. Starting 20th from the Northwest in the number 77 machine, that's Warren Samoy. Starting 22nd from Ohio in the 34 machine, that's Brian Wax. Starting 22nd from Ohio, 41 machine of Pat Boyce. Starting 23rd from Illinois, Kurt Swartz, number 28. Starting 24th from Carolina, that's Greg Barnett. And we are going green flag racing here out of turns number 3. PJ Popham's on the throttle. Green flag is in the air. Side-by-side action, almost 3 wide back there for that third position. Is now 3 wide with Chris Sine stuck in the middle. Going back in here, Troy Flero works to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to put it 3-4 wide. Ben Wart on the outside of him. Jason Randolph is trying to make his presence known. He's back here in 14th, trying to be cautious about it, trying to work his way on up in here. Randy Street's back up here in the 56 machine. He's in that 7th position, looking on the outside of Grubb. Back up front. Back up front is PJ Popham. PJ Popham working to the bottom side of the racetrack, holding Vogelson to bay. Ben Ward is in that 3rd position, looking for more on the top side of the racetrack. Chris Sine now working the top side, gets in the back of Ben Ward. They get sideways and upside down. Big wreck on the front stretch. Randy Shreves upside down. The caution flag is out on the speedway. Chris Sine upside down, and that one taking Randy Shreves as well. Man, that was a big wreck there on the front stretch. Cars upside down. Not what Randy Shreves wanted to see, as he is one that thought maybe he could get some points on Jason Randolph, with Jason Randolph starting deeper in this field. Randy Shreves currently in the pit. He did his repairs. He's going to have to go to the end of the longest line here after he went upside down on the front stretch. Looks like they replaced that wing and probably even that front axle that was bent. He rejoins us, but we'll have some work to do. Just a little bit of contact with Chris Sine and another driver. Chris Sine lost the front wing of this one. He's out of this one. PJ Popham, still your race leader, has led every lap of this one so far. Brandon Surratt is looking really strong now. Double file restart here. He's in that third row inside. One to watch. Now that Randy Shreves has got some work to do, he may take over that second in points. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for a strong finish here. Jason Randolph back in 11th. He's made some ground up, worked up 4 positions right now. But your biggest mover right now is Brandon Surratt right now. Green flag is out on the speedway. 26 laps to go. 25 is across the stripe. Brandon Surratt gets a bump from Grubb. Grubb turns him around. Grubb turns your leader, and Jason Randolph gets around it. Caution flag is out. A newcomer comes in and gets into the back of one of the top 3 in points. I would imagine that Brandon Surratt is very upset with a newcomer coming in here turning a guy. Brandon Surratt now will have some work to do. Very, very unfortunate. Brandon Surratt, not a happy camper right now. Randy Shreves having problems. Brandon Surratt having problems. Jason Randolph up 5 positions. He's in the 10th position. He's had trouble, but he's making the most of it right now. As our second caution has came out onto the speedway, our track training analysis showed us that we would have 2 cautions, and we have got those 2 cautions, and we're not even halfway through this race. They will double file restart again here. We're going to go green flag out of turns number 4. BJ Popham still your race leader right now. And he hold on and get his second win of the season. Jason Randolph in the 8th position. He has scored in the 8th position after that wreck that happened in front of him. We'll get the 1 to go. They called off the restart there to get the lineup right. 1 to go this time by. The lineup looks good. Looks like we're going to be going green flag here out of turn number 4 this time by. Looks like they've waved off the double file restart, going with a single file restart now. As we wait on officials here, we're going green flag here out of turns number 4. They're double file restarting. Flag is out on the speedway. We've got some issues here going on. The green flag has not waved. The caution flag is back out onto the speedway. These guys were racing hard, but officials are going to have to sort out the lineup here. As we await officials to get the lineup set. Truck's back out there on the speedway. Picks up the crew. Cars are stopped on the speedway, trying to get the lineup right here. The Lineup was not right. And words from officials, it looked like they may have gave a wave around for Chris Sign, and he was a lap ahead of everyone. So they threw the yellow flag to get that lineup straightened out. This red flag is out on the speedway right now, as we await them to get the lineup sorted out here. Lineup is getting reorganized, resorted as we speak. Officials are trying to get all the drivers lined up in their right position. So we continue to go around with a yellow flag out here at Lernerville Speedway. PJ Popham should still be your race leader when we get back to going green flag here. Cars are still kind of disorganized right now, not sure where they're wanting to go. Looks like we've got a line formed on the inside now. They may have got that line up right on the inside. Now the outside line's got to get lined up. I believe they may have the lineup ready to go now. Flag is out on the speedway. We've got 24 laps to go. The lineup is right. We are green flag. Popham needs a really good restart there. All drivers ready to go. Up and on them. Jason Randolph working the outside of Larry Bell. The top side of the racetrack. Jay Popham still race leader up front. Back in the pack, top side, Grubb working to the outside of Zepko. Troy Flair works to the bottom side of the racetrack. Lane Johnson working the top side of the racetrack there in that 5th position. Now Troy Flair working on the outside. Now Troy Flair over the bank. Yellow flag's out on the speedway. Don't believe it was for Troy Flair. That may have been a timely caution. He should get his position back there, I'd imagine. Caution came out right when he went over the speedway. When all that was going on, Vogelson may have taken over the race lead from the 32 machine. Yes, the 47 machine is your race leader now, and just taken over the race lead. 47 machine of Steven Vogelson. Ben Ward following in behind there in that 3rd position. Jason Randolph has moved up. Randy Streeves pretty far back. Having a rough night after getting flipped upside down. Brandon Surratt. Brandon Surratt's done for the night. He was in for repairs. He is done. He's hung it up. file restart here. It's going to be on Vogelson's command to get us started here. We're a third of the way through this race. Green flag will be coming out. Powered away. Vogelson gets a really good restart here out front. And Morton a good restart too. Morton to the inside. PJ Popham works the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Troy Flero as well. PJ Popham, top side of the racetrack. They all follow in suit. 1, 2, 3. Big cluster on back here with Lernerville and the other guys. Mason Randolph looks to the inside. Almost gets into the side of the 04 machine of Blaine Johnson right directly in front of him. Johnson come out and turn there on the top side of the racetrack. Back up front, Vogelson still your race leader. Caution flag is now back out on the speedway. Brandon Surratt is now going to rejoin. Some repairs have been done on that. Unfortunately, he's got some big time work to do to get anywhere close to the leaders. Jason Randolph still looking pretty strong there in that 7th position. Jason Randolph is your current points leader right now. Had to come through the B main, start deep in the field. He's been patient, working really good through it. Wanting to try to put a win together here. At least trying to get that machine inside that top 5 to keep his streak alive. Right now he is not there. We've still got lots of racing left. Troy Flero looking really strong as well. Here running inside the top 5. He's their Canadian inside the top 5. That free machine. For double file restart, we're on green flag this time by. It'll be on command of Vogelson. Vogelson. We'll see if he can get as good as restart as he did last time on PJ Popham. PJ Popham needs to get a good reaction start here. Coming out of turns number 4. Green flag is out. Hard restart there for Vogelson. Vogelson goes to the top side of the racetrack. PJ Popham directly behind him. Ben Wharton right in behind him. Good little battle back here with Jason Randolph and Troy Flero and Grubb. Grubb blows loose to the bottom. Loses the outside to Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph goes to the outside of him. Will take over that 5th position now. Jason Randolph is in the top 5. And once again, we talk about a caution. Jason Randolph finally was able to make it inside the top 5 before that yellow flag came out. Brandon Surratt back in the infield, involved in yet another wreck. Brandon Surratt having a nightmare of a night. Looked really strong early on. Got wrecked. Randy Shreves trying to make some kind of a rebound here in that 56 machine. Randy Shreves currently 2nd in points. He has won 1 race at Limaland. Started off really strong here, then went upside down with Chris Sign on the front stretch. Was able to make repairs there and get back out onto the speedway. Rack them up again, double file restart here. Race car drops off of pit road. We're going to be going green flag here out of turns number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Vogelson gets on the throttle. PJ Popham gets a really good restart there. Side by side at the line. PJ Popham, top side of the racetrack. Doesn't give the room. Vogelson and then tap. 3 wide. Big battle there for second. Now Jason Randolph's in the heat. 3 wide coming out of turns number 4. Jason Randolph takes over that second position in the 47 machine. Now looking for the race lead. Yellow flag is back out on the speedway. Vogelson did not give any room at all for a hard-charging PJ Popham on the top side of the racetrack. PJ was not going to lift. He said, "You either get out of my way or I'll make you get out of my way." And they all hold on to it. Somehow they did not wreck. It may have stacked some cars up behind. But the real winner out of all that was Jason Randolph. Took advantage of that one. Now Jason Randolph is sitting second right now. Coming out of the B main, starting deep in this race. Man, is he on the move now. 1 position out from the lead. Jason Randolph is showing why he deserves to win this championship. Again, inside the top 5, coming out of the B main to get into the second position. Leading in the points. Really strong outing for him tonight. He is proving why he is a champion. He is looking to find his first 305 championship in Millertime Motorsports history. Green flag is out on the speedway. Vogelson gets the lead. All cars go to the top side of the racetrack. Ben Ward getting a good run here on the back stretch. About a car length gap splits between 47 and 14 machine. Ben Ward now closes the gap about a half a distance between the two. That battle for first still. Vogelson about a 0.35 gap between them. Here comes a slider for Ben Ward. Ben Ward gets down on the inside of the racetrack, not being able to do it. Vogelson still your race leader. Ben Ward lost a lot of momentum there. Jason Randolph now still works the top side of the racetrack. Big momentum here. Run for Jason Randolph down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. Top side of the racetrack. That battle is on for that top position. Will Jason Randolph put a move? Yes, big slider coming here. Big slider, slide job. Going to leave room out there for maybe a teammate there. Steven Vogelson takes to the top side. Randy Shreves still working through the field, deep back in here. He's made it into the 9th position. But still, the race is up front here with Jason Randolph and Vogelson. Vogelson gets loose. Vogelson's off the track. Takes over the lead. Jason Randolph. We said that this may be an opportunity. Someone might go off the track. The caution flag is out. Your race leader went over the bank in turns 3 and 4. Jason Randolph takes over your race lead. Cars will stop, waiting on the pace truck to pick them up. Now, your race leader, Jason Randolph, coming from the B main, has now taken over the race lead. We're 23 laps into a 30-lap race. Jason Randolph looking for his second victory on this season. Vogelson is going to have his work cut out now. Was leading the race with 7 laps to go. Runs off the track. A lot of pressure from Jason Randolph. Now Ben Ward wanting to do the same thing to Jason Randolph. Put a lot of pressure on him and make him slip up and go over that hill. Anything can happen here. 7 to go. Green flag is out. 7 laps to go here. This final race here at Lernerville. Jason Randolph runs the top side of the racetrack. Ben Ward directly behind him in 14 machine. Pressure coming now for Ben Ward. Ben Ward working the top side of the racetrack really hard. Got to the back bumper of and gave him a little shove. Said, hello, I'm here. Ben Ward still working the top side of the racetrack. PJ Popham back here in that 4th position. Randy Shreves has made it up into the 7th position. Big rebound there. Back up front, Jason Randolph still your race leader. 5 laps to go here. Big run here again for Ben Ward. Ben Ward down the backstretch, about a car length distance between the two. As they come across the stripe, we'll have 4 laps to go. Ben Ward looks really strong coming out of 3 and 4. Here comes a slider for Ben Ward. Ben Ward to the top side of the racetrack. Jason Randolph underneath gets the move. Gets the lead back. Ben Ward. And caution flag is out. Steve Miller was sideways in turns 4. Well, when we get back to racing, we'll have 3 laps to go. Green, white, checker finish here. Ben Ward really pressuring the 47 machine of Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph being able to cut back underneath him. Making a really good move there. How sweet would it be for Jason Randolph to come from the B main and win this feature race here at Lernerville? Just an incredible, incredible season we're seeing out of the 47 machine there. We've seen Jason Randolph in other seasons. I've raced personally with him, and this is the best I've seen him. He is on top of his game right now, leading in the points, leading in this race, really trying to make a statement that I am the champion of this 305 summer season, and nobody's going to take it away from me. Troy Flair in that 3rd position, trying to get a podium position finish here. Get the 1 to go. It'll be a single file restart. Once again, we're under the 10 laps. When we get restarted, it will not be a green-white checker. We've got 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. You will bet there will be some pressure coming from work right behind me. Randolph on the throttle. Ben Ward gets a pretty decent restart as well. They all go to the top side of the racetrack. Ben Ward really up top. About went over the top of the banking. Opens up the door now for that 2nd position. Now all the pressure is off of Jason Randolph. Jason Randolph can just run his race now. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to come across the stripe. Ben Ward really got to make up some room now. As Ben Ward really brings in the gap now, about a 2-car length. We're going to come down to the white flag now. Ben Ward really pressuring now to the back bumper of Jason Randolph. Here it comes. Big move for Ben Ward on the top side of the racetrack. Looking back underneath. It's going to be side by side drag race down the final backstretch into 3 and 4. Ben Ward drives it in there hard. Slide job in front of him. They touch, and Jason Randolph gets the move on the outside barely. What a finish was that one. That's one for the ages, folks. You just seen it right here. That 47 machine stuck into the top side. They both make contact out of turn number 4, and somehow Jason Randolph gets your race win. Wow, that was exciting. That's probably the best race we've seen out of the entire season. Jason Randolph coming home with the win. Ben Ward in 2nd. Really thought he had the opportunity there and just was not able to get it. Ben Ward was looking for that 3rd win. And then Troy Flair finishes up 3rd. That was a good race there. As there is your results from tonight's race. Jason Randolph with the win. Boy, was it close, though. Ben Ward right there put the last slide job in, trying to make it work. Troy Flair came home 3rd. PJ Popham in 4th. 5th was Brandon Grubb. 6th was Randy Shreves. Good rebound for him. 7th, Blaine Johnson. 8th was Kevin Battery. 9th was Jeff Flaro. 10th was Brian Wax in the top 10. That was a good show there for all of the fans. The fans were on their feet watching the last few laps of that one. That was an exciting one to watch. We'll see if we can get Troy Flero being able to bring that car home in third position. Troy, you looked really, really strong out there. Was there anything you could have done there at the end of the race to catch the two out front?
Well, Jason was telling me in the, I guess in the A-Main Discord that he had his wing all the way at the front. I had mine a little bit back, but you know what? Those guys are fast in the front, and you know what? That was their show, not mine. So, I don't know.
Well, congratulations on a podium finish out there. Is there anybody out there you would want to thank?
Last time I said no one, but I was being rude, I guess. Thank you to everybody part of this Millertime Motorsports, man. It's been a blast this season. I hope to finish off strong at the end.
Yep, congratulations to you on your third place finish. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
We will now talk to your second place finisher, and holy smokes, was that a heck of a finish. Take us through that restart. What was in your mind there on that restart?
Yeah, I'm still shaking after that one. Congrats to Jason first off. I'm glad he still ended up getting the win there, because I would not have liked to win like that, putting him in the fence there at the end. I was trying to get there, but just couldn't quite get there. I was just trying to keep it off him at the last second and didn't quite give him enough room, so I'm glad he still was able to pull off the win. Yeah, that restart, I messed up there. The first corner there, I kind of got up on the edge there and almost fell off the edge, and yeah, I'm glad I was able to save it there. And then going into 1 and 2 there on the final lap, I knew I was like all over his tail tank. I knew he was probably going to try and defend the slide job and protect the bottom. So I was just going to stick on the top and try and use the momentum on the top to try and get around him, which worked out for me to get, my nose to his inside and give me a chance in 3 and 4. But yeah, either way, congrats to Jason on the win.
Yeah, so after that restart, we seen that you almost went over the bank. You saved it, had to regather it back up. Did you think that once you did that you kind of gave up your opportunity to even have a chance at the lead?
Kind of yes, kind of no. Because most of the race, I felt like I was honestly like one of the fastest cars on the track, at least until Jason caught up to us there in the top 3. Once Jason got around us, I knew he started deep in the field, so I was like, maybe he was the fastest car on the track. But even being behind him, I could tell I was still a little bit faster than him on the top. So yeah, even after doing that and losing that time, I still felt like I at least had a good chance at catching him back up.
Yeah, it was a great race, a great finish. You're side by side. Jason Randolph went up on a couple wheels there as he crossed the stripe. Man, it was a great race to watch. Congratulations on a second place finish. Is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
Just once again, thank you for putting on such a great broadcast at Dirt ITV, and thanks to everybody at Millertime, Chris and Steve, for once again putting on a great show. That was probably most likely race of the season right there.
Absolutely. Congratulations again on the second place finish. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Now we get to talk to your race winner, and man, that was a thriller there at the end. Jason Randolph, please take us through those last few laps there around Lernerville.
That was a little stressful one there for sure. Looked like I got a pretty good jump on the start and gave myself a pretty good chance there, and then missed the line a little bit, and it's kind of a bit too low and kind of lost some momentum there, and Benjamin ended up catching me, and I watched the replay already, and it looked like he definitely cleared it there, and the slider in 3 and 4 probably should have been his win tonight, but I stayed in the gas there and kind of like ramped over his tire and ended up giving it to me, so take a lucky one tonight, I suppose.
And lucky one is that indeed. You've been on fire this year. Now you've come into race number 8. You have not been outside the top 5. I want you to take me back to your heat race. Devastating heat race for you. What was that like?
Yeah, getting that quick time. You start in first heat, in 6th, and the track's still pretty brand new, so that makes it tough. And definitely found some trouble tonight and had to go through the B main, but I suppose that just gave me extra laps tonight, so that ended up not being so bad.
We will have to double check on the record book, but it very well may be that you may be the first driver that has came out of a B main and win a feature race. We'll have to double check on that stat. But congratulations for coming back from the B main, starting deep in the A main, and be able to battle through this traffic and be able to pick up a victory. Man, is there anybody out there that you would like to thank?
I'd like to thank everyone at Millertime Motorsports for putting on the league and all the racers coming out and making it as fun and competitive as it is. You guys at the Dirt ITV for broadcasting and making a good show out of it. And all the teammates over at the Furry Motorsports, Apex Auto Glass and Tinning, ABR Setup Shop, 21 Designs, and Seavers Race Media, and just everyone for coming out and having some fun Sundays here.
Man, it looks like Jason Randolph's going to be the guy to beat for the remainder of the season, putting himself in a really good seat to win this championship. Congratulations on your win tonight, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you guys.
Well, what a show that we seen here tonight at Lernerville. We had a few cautions. Once we got those cautions out of the way, we got some racing going. It really did not disappoint there. Coming down to the checker flag, it was side by side, putting the wheels in the air and just making the pass on the outside. It was wrecker or checker, and he brought home the checker tonight. Congratulations to your race winner, Jason Randolph, and still your points leader. From all of us here at Dirt ITV and Millertime Motorsports, we want to thank you for your support and watching the stream. We had over 1,400 views tonight, a record number of views. Thank you all, and good night.